Hello you guys, welcome to my channel, and today we're gonna do an oil change on a 2011 Rav4. Changing the oil on the Rav4 is very easy because it's already high enough, so you don't need to jack it up. So, what you need is a soft towel, a wrench, a 14mm socket, as you can see, and we need some oil filter removal tool. So this especially fit on the Toyota Rav4. And of course you're gonna need oil pan, and then of course you will need oil filter plus engine oil 5W30. I use 4 synthetic. Because this is V6, so you probably need about 6 quart. The exact is 6.4 with the filter replacement. So that's what you're gonna need. And let's get started. So let me grab this, all this with the oil filter removal tool, and let's get started with it. So what I love about the Rav4 is it's so easy to change oil. It's already high enough. I can crawl in without jacking up the car. So that was so great about it. So first thing you need to do is you need to take out the oil filter cap. No, the oil cap, because I like to do that because it's easy to drain the oil if you remove the cap. Now let me get the oil pan ready, and let's get down with it. So what you do is I have the car down, so it's pretty easy, and I really enjoy doing this. It's always good to have a light, a work light like the one I have, so you can stick on anywhere and you can remove it. That's the oil drum plug right here, as you can see, and then this is gonna be where you're gonna find your oil filter housing. So let me try to remove the drain plug so we can drain out the oil. So it's pretty easy because I do the hand tight, so it's come out pretty easy, and you don't need to use force or for the oil plug, because it's they have the clutch not in there. So all you do is let it drain, open the plug and let it drain out the oil. It's pretty easy and quick job, so it's no spilling if you have a patient to do it. And I usually enjoy doing this because I'll take my time, I'll let the oil drain. Sorry for the movement because my kid is playing inside the car right now, so you can see all that movement of the car, which is fine, as long as they don't disturb me while I'm doing the oil drain. Then it's fine. So I'm probably gonna leave it drain like that for a while until it's dripping down, and then I will put the plug back. So while we're waiting for the oil to drain, I'll go ahead and clean out the plug Usually I don't replace the washer because it's still in good condition, um, and I never have problem with the leaking when I use the old washer. So that's up depend on you. Some people recommend you replace it, but for me, I don't replace it. If I see the washer still look good, I'll just gonna keep using it. Um, but I never have a problem with it, and it's just me, and you have your own choice, so you can do whatever you feel comfortable with. For me, I'm not gonna replace it. I'm gonna keep it like that. I just clean it out, and so look like the oil is already dripping. So I guess I can go ahead and put the drain plug back into the oil plug. So let me grab some tool. Let me clean it out first, and then so we get all the dirt and stuff out of it before I install the plug-in. Just one of those caution thingy. So installing is similar to when you remove it, just go ahead and use it, install by hand, and when it's tightened up, just go, and then after that you just use one of the socket and tie it up, but usually you just make sure you clean everything out before you tie it down. I usually clean out and make sure everything's nice and clean. This is your opportunity to clean the area around it, because I don't like to have a messy area when I did after I did the oil change. So go ahead and tie it up, and it should be good. You don't have to tie it too much, as long as it's fairly tight, and it should be fine. Don't use too much torque on it, because you might break the thread on the oil plug. So when you're done, just go ahead and go over to the oil filter area and go ahead and get it replaced, the oil filter housing. I don't usually drain it with the bottom plug, and you see I don't drain it. I take the whole oil filter out, oil filter housing out, and then just do it that way. It's a lot easier. So you use one of those tools for the for your Rav4, and just remove it. Also, this thing, when you first install it, don't try to over tight it. As long as it fit in correctly, as you can see the mark. If it's all the way up, then it should be good, because the seal, the ring seal, is the one that keeping the oil from leaking. So it's not really how much you tight, how much torque you use on the housing. What matters is the seal, the rubber seal. That's the more important. So what I did is, you trying to go slowly, so you slowly and let it drip, or let it the oil came out little by little, and then you can easily pour it out without making a big mess on the floor. So it's all about patience and timing to get this thing done in a non-messy way. So just take it easy, and if you're trying to change the oil, just give it time. Don't try to do a quick oil change within a couple of minutes. So sometimes when you do something quick, it's turn out to be longer than expected. So for me, I always do on the weekend, so it's easy, and I can take time on it, so it's better. And I always use I clean up on everything, just to make sure the floor is not drip with oil, and also the frame on the car is nice and clean. Now let's put on the oil filter itself. First, usually I do is cleaning up. I'll take out the oil filter, and then start cleaning up the housing, drain out all the old oil, use a towel to clean up, make sure everything's nice and clean. And usually I check inside the housing itself and see if any dirt in there that it should be cleaned out. Also, just trying your best to clean out as much as possible before you put in the new filter. Also, I replace this is the time you want to replace the oil ring too. So that's just me, but trying to clean out as much as possible. And sometimes you can leave the oil rubber ring in there. It should be fine, because it should last for a while. So that's just up to you. But when you buy a new oil filter, it does come with the rubber gasket. Since it's come with it, why not use it? So removing the rubber ring is pretty easy. All you need, just if you have a flathead or some tool that I use right here, just pinch in and remove it. It's and trying to clean out, and then now just getting a new ring out to replace it. So the rubber seal ring is what you want to do is you want to get a little bit of oil and just put it on it, so it's could be easier to remove the next time you change your oil. Just loop it a little bit, and it should come out nice next time you put it in. Make sure you put it in on the right spot. But it's easy to see where the spot is, because the gap is a little bit bigger. So make sure the ring is nice and lubricated, and then now I can put in the new filter in. Just make sure you get all the dirt from if you see it on a new filter, and just put it in, and test it out if the filter is able to move up and down. So that should be good enough. Now you should clean a little bit, make sure it's nice. Now what I usually do is I always prime the new filter. Since the housing is going upward, so it's easy to prime the filter. Just pour in fresh oil in a little bit, and let it soak into the new filter itself, and then do a couple of times to make sure it's good and well lubricated, the filter. So you don't have to do this prime, but it's just me. I get used to doing this, even on the metal case oil filter. So that's it. All you need to put it in, and now just get back down and then try to install it. So usually what I did is I clean out the housing to make sure everything is nice and clean first before I put in the oil filter. So later on, if you have a leak, you know, it's a lot easier to find out if you have a leak. So mostly what I did is I hand tied it first. So just carefully put it up, hand tied it, and when you spin in, when it get to the point that it's stopping, and then you can see the mark on the housing and the top. Just basically, you don't need to over tight this thing, because the thing that keep out the leak is the rubber seal. So as long as you have the rubber seal in there, and you have this housing all the way up to the top, it should be leak free. So you don't need to over tight this thing, because a lot of people over tight and it's hard for them to take it out. So for me, just a little yank, and it should be good. Now it's nice and tight. Make sure I clean everything off. As usual, I always try to clean as best I could every time I'm under the car, so it's easy to detect leak if it does happen. So the way I did like this, I never have a problem with it. Never have a problem with the leak. So trying to clean the best you could. Don't leave oil in there. Next time when you go under there to check if there's oil leak, and you can just use your finger and feel it out. Then you will easily find which part is leaking. So thoroughly cleaning everything that you touch will be good. Now go ahead and put in the new oil. It's 6.4 quart. So, but usually mine, I put in 6 and it worked fine. So go ahead and put in the jug of 5 quart first. I mean, any oil is fine as long as it's full synthetic and 5,000 mile change for me, because oil is cheap. You know, they usually have a discount every year. I bought this one from Costco, but usually Pennzoil, they have a rebate every year, 2 times a year. So you got the 5 jug bottle for somewhere $16. So it's pretty cheap. So don't afraid to kind of change your oil every 5,000. You know, if you bring this to a dealer, it probably cost you like maybe $100. So you basically you doing this as a really cheap price. So don't try to extend it to 10,000, because I don't believe 10,000. I believe is too much. If you want to keep your engine for a long time, I'll go with 5,000 mile. So go ahead and pour it in for another quart. There's a measurement on the outside, so you can see it's 1 quart. So after the 1 quart, I'll go ahead and put it in. So that's a total of 6 quart. Likely 1 quart right there. At least this bottle you can see through, right? Remember the one for my for the Honda, for the motorcycle, you can't even see it too. They paint it all dark. So that's the reason why I complained the last time I changed the oil for the motorcycle. So go ahead and pour in the last last quart in there, and you should be done with your oil change. And of course you have to check it. What you do is you go in and you turn on the engine and let the oil flow through all the component. Turn on the engine for about maybe 30 seconds, and then go back and check your oil level. 6 quarter should be correct. After you prime the oil filter. So now I'm just checking for fun because I know 6 quarter is the right point. So I'll go ahead. I'll clean everything off so it look nice and neat. And okay, let me check my my oil. So right there, right in the line. So it's all good. Now you're all set with your oil change, and that's it for this video, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching. All right, bye.